has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all of season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's in the clear. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
That's what you like to see early in this game, especially on the road. Chunk plays like this really have a big impact on a game, especially when you're on the road, hostile environment, imposing your will on the defense on the first drive of the game.
And the back gets the football. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it. Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near their goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. This big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
I love the risky take here by this offensive coordinator and head coach, deciding to go for it on 4th and goal, and it pays off. Nice touchdown to get things going.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense produces 6 points.
Oh, he tried the force set, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. There's the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll hand it off. A quick juke. Gets the first and still running. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. Second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The pass rush closing in. Pitch caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. There was no catching him that time.
Just how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. 1st down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
LSU on top as we take the break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down there.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
3rd down play. Looking for a fresh set of downs. Gets loose. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going to screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. End zone ahead. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch downfield. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
First down and 10. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, they're going to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they were in scoring position.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made on the right side. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good as still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Knocks it down to the back. Caught. Brought down, but broken tackle. Produced a solid gain there.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Second down after that previous play. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught by the receiver. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
LSU getting set with a first and 10 now. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Play action fake. Looking to throw. A quick throw to the right. And it's incomplete. Just out of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
And now the handoff. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important second down play coming up. He's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Hit just as he throws the ball. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking downfield. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. Touchdown, LSU. They couldn't stop him there. And they'll set up with a PAT.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for a man. Tries the right with a quick throw. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Incompletion makes it second down. He hands it off from the gun. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here, you just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. He caught a break there.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They always seem to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They'll run it here. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Thrown to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big call on the ball and bat it away.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wide out. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. We misfire on the pass as time in the period runs out. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. They've got him again. Defense making it very tough down here on the goal line.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. Third and goal.
Check.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
And he drops back in the gun. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The shotgun handoff here. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Chewing clock with the running game. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Now it's second down here. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Third down coming up after that running play. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
The punt team making their way on the field. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. The first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Handoff in a single back formation. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late in these obvious drop-back situations.
Looking deep for late-game heroics. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He could go.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.